Hey everybody, it's Julie, and today I'm sharing how to assemble the brand new berry basket die. This is a really fun box to stuff goodies into, and best of all, you can make it all from one 8.5 by 11 sheet of cardstock. Now, if you have one of those 9-inch wide platform machines, then you probably won't need to cut your cardstock at all. But I have a 6-inch platform, and I am going to cut this in half so it makes it really, really easy. And I'm going to start by taking the die and placing it onto my half sheet of cardstock. And then I'm going to make sure that little tab there is facing towards the interior of the paper instead of the outer edge. I'm going to use a little washi tape to secure it in place. And then because my cutting pad has a lot of etch marks and I don't want them to transfer to the back side of my die cut, I am going to put some typing paper down underneath it before I send it through my machine. And yes, I do that for every pass so that all the other sides are clean and don't have etch marks on them. So now it's time to fold along the score lines. I'm going to fold the bottom away from me, and I'm going to take the top score line and fold it towards me. That's the rim of the basket. And then that little tab that's going to connect them, it's on the left-hand side. I'm going to fold it around to the back. And you'll see why as I start assembling all the pieces together. So once I have all that done, it's time to start applying some adhesive. And for me, the easiest way to keep track of which side I'm putting adhesive on is to take all of these pieces, flip them over, because this is the side that needs the adhesive, and then I'm going to make sure that tab is facing to the right. So you figure out whatever works for you. That's what works for me. So now I'm going to start applying my adhesive. So you need to use a really strong double-sided sticky tape, and I highly recommend using score tape or Be Creative tape. Do not use a tape runner. I really don't recommend a wet glue either. I think your best bet when it comes to boxes remaining sturdy so that they'll hold up is to use that double-sided sticky tape. So now I've got some sticky tape on each of those tabs, and it's time to start building the box. So I'm going to use a piece of washi tape. I've got these boxes opposite each other, and the washi tape is just to hold them in place so I can see where the center line is when those two are butted up against each other. And then I'm going to take my third panel here and go ahead and get some that strong adhesive on it. And then I'm going to flip the piece with the washi tape over. This is just temporary to anchor them together. And then I'm going to use the grid here that on my work surface to help me line that up. So I've got that center line, kind of a crosshairs going right through the middle of those pieces. And then I can go ahead, once those are secure, take the last final piece and go ahead and get the adhesive on there. And remember, I knew which side to put that on because I had flipped them over and I knew all the adhesive had to go on that one side. Now I've got the bottoms all secured. I can remove the washi tape, and then I'm just going to bring up each of those sides and remove the liner paper on the adhesive and go ahead and tuck that underneath the rim to my left and secure that little tab underneath. And I'm going to pinch quite hard once I get it in position. I'll just pinch it really well. And then that makes this basket very, very secure. And this is only 80-pound cardstock, but it works, and it works great. And this will be so fun to tuck with all kinds of goodies inside. Now, there may be an easier way for you to assemble this. You could potentially put all the tabs, glue all the tabs after you folded the rim over, and then flip it over upside down and go ahead and place the adhesive on the bottom flaps and close those. So here's an example of what I mean. You could just assemble the sides, those little tabs, and then glue the bottom flaps in place. But whatever works for you, that's the way you should put this all together. And there you have it, the brand new Berry Box die, available now at ellenhutson.com.